The number one mistake I see teams make when they adopt Agile is that they try to run before they can walk. They'll say they're doing Scrum, but they keep skipping the retrospective because we don't have time, or they'll cancel the sprint review because we don't have anything perfect to demo. They prematurely optimize the framework without ever understanding why the rules were there in the first place. And when things inevitably get chaotic and don't work, they blame the framework. They say, Scrum doesn't work for us. In programming, we have a famous saying, premature optimization is the root of all evil. Well, I'm here to tell you that this applies 100% to Agile frameworks. That's why when I'm coaching a new team, I'm an absolute stickler for one thing. We start with vanilla, by the book, Scrum. No modifications, no skipping events. And when the team starts asking, why can't we just change this? Or this feels a bit rigid. That's when I introduce Shu-Ha-Ri. So, Shu-Ha-Ri is a concept from Japanese martial arts, and it's the perfect way to structure the adoption of a new framework. It gives teams a roadmap for how to get from rigid imitation to true innovative mastery. It's a 3-stage journey, and for Scrum, it starts with that vanilla Scrum I was just talking about. It starts with Shu. So let's analyze each of these stages. The stage 1 is Shu, follow the rule. This first stage, Shu means to protect and to obey. This is our vanilla Scrum phase. This is where we commit, as a team, to following the rules exactly as they were written. We do the real stand-up. We hold the full-length retrospective. Even if it feels uncomfortable, we protect time boxes, we respect the rules. The goal here isn't to be rigid for the sake of it. The goal is to build a shared foundation, to learn the fundamentals so deeply that they become second nature. You simply cannot know which rule is safe to change until you fully understand the purpose of every rule. And by the way, this works with anything. My job as a coach here is to be the guardian of the framework. It's to ensure that we are building the solid base no matter what. So the next stage is Ha, break the rule. Alright, so after a few months the team gets it. They're not just going through the motions anymore. They understand why the retrospective is so crucial and why the sprint review creates accountability. Now we can talk about optimization. Welcome to the Ha stage, to break. This is where the team has earned the right to start experimenting. They have a deep understanding of the principles, so they can begin to adapt the practices to their specific context. Maybe they'll say, we understand the goal of the daily Scrum is coordination. We think we can do it faster by walking the board instead of using the 3 questions. And I'll say, great, that's a hypothesis. Let's try it for a sprint and see if it works. Could you spot the difference? This isn't skipping. It's intentional, purposeful evolution. My role here shifts from teacher to mentor. I help them form a hypothesis, run the experiment, and measure the result. This is where the framework starts to feel like it's truly theirs. Alright, so the next stage is D. Be the rule. This is the stage we're all aiming for. It means to leave or to separate. A team in the Re stage has transcended the original framework. The Agile mindset is so deeply ingrained that they don't need the rule book anymore. They are guided by principles, not by ceremonies. Their process is fluid, custom-built engine designed for maximum value delivery. They adapt and respond to change almost intuitively. My job as a lead for a Re team, not much to be honest. A team that reaches mastery can break free and create their own Agile framework that works for their specific needs. At the most, the job of the coach is to be a consultant, to bring them challenges, to give them a nudge if I see them getting complacent, and to celebrate their incredible autonomy. They aren't doing Scrum anymore. They are simply being agile. So let's bring it all back. That urge to optimize a framework from day one, that's a trap. It leads to frustration and failure. By starting with pure vanilla Scrum and using a process like Shu-Ha-Ri as your guide, you give your team a path to genuine mastery. You teach them to respect the rules, then you empower them to challenge the rules. And finally, you trust them to transcend the rules. So, I'll ask you, are your team stuck in the premature optimization trap? If this video gave you a new way to think about your team's journey, Hit that like button and subscribe for more real-world advice on tech leadership. And I'm really curious to hear from you in the comments. Have you seen teams blame the framework after a failed custom implementation? Let's talk about it. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Cheers.